anyway, I think the most interesting match for me is the VOG Hanwha Life match, but I don't know. I kind of want to start with this top esports match. I'll get onto that one later. To do that one second. Top esports T1. I feel like for drafting, like for watching, if I had to watch one series, if you told me, alright, pick one series, you watch it today. I'm taking VOG Hanwha Life. I really want to see that. I hope it goes 5 games. But for drafting, I think, when you have T1, top esports, they play a lot of interesting stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of weird dynamics in this matchup. I really think we're going to get, Zeus versus 369, the rematch, right? That's an interesting thing. Zeus last year versus 369. 369 didn't really have a good time, but I will say I think the year before that, 369 actually played very well into Zeus. Like, people don't really, I don't know, people don't give him credit for that. I think he actually was the better player over their series, but then they had Hope bot lane, and it was absolutely streamed. Look at this game, top esports versus T1. It's just a VO1, but you have Gnar ban, Ori ban, Sejuani ban. I think Ori, the ban could still be there. Sejuani, I think Sejuani's fallen off in pride a little bit in this tournament. I think unless Garner and Vi are taken out, I think Sejuani falls a little bit. I think those are the two main ones. Wukong is also very strong. Sejuani is good, but I think compared to the Skarner, I think Skarner is on a tier of its own. Right, so I think them being able to ban Sejuani and get a Skarner, esports, red side, ban Aurora, that's pretty consistent. I feel like red side, the bans are very locked in this series. I don't think we're going to see much of Yone Aurora trading, because I don't think that's good for T1 unless they send Yone top. I feel like Faker, Cream, if Yone's up, I think it's way better for Cream. I think Faker needs to, I think Brand is definitely like still way better than, I think the Brand is better than Zyra. I think Brand is a possible option into Skarner that you could look into. Alright, so I think I think Renata ban is just good into Carrier. I don't think you want to invite that, especially because I think top esports, I think they want to be playing melee supports. Like, they want to be forcing melee v melee if they can. So I think on blue side you ban the Renata, you have open bans on blue. I'm thinking Ziggs ban is solid because Cream, like, if you look at the series they played before, the bans just. So what is this third ban, right? These two bans are the only ones that are debatable. I think we will see something like, I think the Gnar ban is kind of locked in. I think, so the options are, there's Skarner, right? So there's going to be Skarner, there's Ashe, let me just put them down. There's Ashe, what else is highly prioritized here between these two teams? There is, if Skarner's a ban, there's Vi, for T1 specifically. These are not like what I think is going to be first pick, I'm just, it might be, but I'm just putting the prio champs out there for these teams. Here. Rumble will be, Rumble might be banned. I think Rumble might be here actually. Maybe Nard doesn't. I wonder if they leave open Nard. Let me just see. These bans look so cooked. I feel like, let me try something like this. Skarner, okay, I think these are some solid red side bans. Skarner's like looking like a third OP. Like, there's been 2 OPs at the tournament before this, right? Aurora and Yone. But it looks like Skarner has been added to the list as well, sadly. It just looks disgusting every game. It looks like it's strong early game, mid game, late game, unkillable. You buy a Giant's belt and then you just win the game. Nice. Anyway. I think they ban it, right? And if they ban it, then Vi becomes high prio. What else? Ivern becomes a very high priority for top esports. Team loves an Ivan game. Poppy becomes prio. Yeah, I think this is kind of likely. The Gnar ban, I'm not sure about. I think the Rumble ban is kind of good. Like, I could see them leaving it up. And this is like this. Right? And then I could see the Gnar dropping as well, because if they're gonna first pick Rumble, they're not gonna ban Gnar. Obviously, right? So I could see it being, what else do you ban against T1? What's T1 been playing? Is the Nico Flex ever a problem? Is the Ari ever the ban? It might be, you know. I mean, I feel like, what would they even... Like, Ashe is up here, which is high prio between these two, very high prio. I could see an Ashe first pick. I could see, like, Ari here. Wait, what did I even have before? I don't even remember. Oh, late, I don't even remember. The only problem with Ashe is it gives up Rumble. But then, I think this is good. I think Ashe. And then you go Rumble. And then you go, like, Ezreal. Cool, we're gonna play Ezreal here. Into Ashe. Or is he just gonna... They don't need to pick it here. What would he pick? What would they pick here? It would maybe... Is there a prio jungle up? Into Ashe with Rumble. Jungle in this patch is so weird on the World's patch. Like, do you go... I don't know, Skarner just feels so much better than anything else. Like, Vi's out, Skarner's out. So is it just Maokai? Can we just go drop a Maokai Rumble? Then you need AP mid, you need AD mid. And I don't think there's anything. No, it's not Maokai, it's not Maokai's terrible. It would... Sejuani for owner. Into Ashe, force it to take lands. It might be, you know. These jungle bans. Is that Thunder? Or is it, oh, is it just Nocturne? Ooh. You know, I think it's Nocturne. Let me think, is it better to leave Rumble, trade Cassante on 3, and pick Nocturne Orianna right now? Is it better? Is it? Might be, you know. It might be better. You do, like, just do Nocturne Ori right here. But no, I think you need the Rumble. No, you do need the Rumble for sure. Yeah, I think this is good. What would what would be the alternative? You can pick a Rel, but then you have, no, you don't want to do that for Carrier. Carrier gets counter pick here every time. AD, like Varus, great. Kaisa, it's not good. Counter pick Ezreal, like I think Ezreal's the best AD, but you can take Ezreal in 3, and you're kind of limited because you also want Ori on 3. It's actually kind of interesting. Do you? Oh, you're actually kind of pinched here. I wonder. I think there's 3 AP mids. Zir, like, unless Zir is just good enough, after all. But Talia, Talia's gonna die like 20 times. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think it's... Like, the thing is, I'm looking because I really want it to be there. But it's not. Sadly. So that means it has to be, I think it has to be mid on 3. If they take away Ori, let's just look at the options. Let's just look at what happens here. What would it end up being? Because Aurora is out. I think with Nocturne, the best. Anyway, all good. Let's redo this because I actually. There's so many. Let me have a look. Let me duplicate the tab. Let me duplicate the tab. Okay. So what was it? I think Ari is a good ban. Renata. Go back. Ari. Renata. And then what was the third I can see right here? Let's get that. I think. What is it? There's not even a tank though. I don't think you need to go Ori here. Let me just. I think you can go. Oh no. No. I keep clicking the mouse buttons, man. Oh, I just remake this. Ivan. No, it's so good. Ivan Vi. Aurora. Okay. Let's do this. Ash. I don't think it will be though. It's just another alternative. The alternative is Rumble first pick, and then it's like. Or is there like a power pick? I was thinking Zig's Ash trade, right? Where you pick something else, Rumble. Right, you pick the Rumble first, because Zig's trade, you want the Rumble. But, no, not Zig's Ash trade, you want the Rumble. You can swap them, they're pretty even. But, if you have Rumble, then you have Ziggs, you need an 80 mid that can hit. And I think an 80 mid that can hit, and Ivern is not even enough physical damage at that point. I don't actually know how this works. Because then, if they just take the Ash, right? Or what if you just don't care about this case? But then you're just dropping Ash. No, it's not it. Okay, well, it's all good. So then, be like this, just go back to the same one. It's all good. Sante. Here. Jungle drop. I can't even remember what it was. Rumble. Ash first pick, Rumble into. What do they take on 3? They take. Oh my god, no. Out of here. They take Nocturne. No, Nocturne goes there. Sante goes here. And then it was Sante. That pick was undecided. Yeah, so we got to this point. Like, this point is pretty guaranteed, right? I think they can Sante into the Rumble. What else is there? Nara's not good. Jack's not good. I mean, Jax is solid. Jax is solid. I won't lie, Jax is solid. But I don't think it's. Right, I think this is better. For 369 specifically, I think this is better. For top esports specifically, I think this is better. Then on the 3, the question is, do they take mid or do they take Ivern, right? Because top esports loves Ivern. Just something that's like it's not been allowed to them, but I think on this side it will be allowed. It's just a gamble that they have to take. Right? Let's actually see. Has it been banned against Sophie's for some? I'm just full capping. Oh well, I'm just straight up capping. They haven't even been picking it this whole tournament. Oh, that's strange, bro. Tian loves Ivan. I guess he's been playing some OP champ, so I won't lie. Yeah, he's played. Oh wow, that's unlucky. He's played only Sejuani and Connor so far. Yeah. I mean, okay. I still think he's still an Ivan player. Like he's still gonna pick up the champs in good spots. Maybe not into Nocturne, Rumble. Maybe I think you just draw jungle here and you just pick mid. Alright, you maybe just take the Orianna, but then one thing that's been emerging in this tournament, and yeah, I won't lie, I stole this from you, Battle Cannon. Shout out. But something that's been emerging in this tournament is when you play side lanes, when you play team comps like this, right? Look at this team comp. Especially against Nocturne, we saw this a lot in the G2 game. What ends up happening is Orianna tries to go side lane past 20 minutes, but she can't, and she just ends up falling down so far behind in farm. What's looked really good this tournament? What's looked really good this tournament is if you're gonna pick an immobile mage, because Orianna's look good. Like Orianna's a strong champ. She's very powerful right now. If you're gonna pick an immobile mage, you kind of need to pair it with something like Jax, or yeah, I mean Jax is the main one, right? Jax is just pretty strong. Jax, Gnar to a certain extent. If you have an insane Gnar player, you can just win lane. Right? He's just a beast. Renekton maybe, but not so much. I think Jax is the best. You need something that can really take some space on the side, right? So Jax needs to like really like play with his dick out and just get Ori some breathing room. Because if Ori is picked here, right? Because with LeBlanc, the Cassandra makes a lot less sense. With Ashe, I think the Jax is way better. I think this is a very good top first three. I think this is very winning for top esports. I forgot to say top esports is left side. It makes sense with the bans. I've been saying it, but yeah, if you didn't figure that out by now, you know. So what's this pick on third? What's this pick on third? It's gonna be a weak jungler. Like you can kind of. So the beauty with this third pick is the way the draft works. Jungle is so pinched here. You can pick a mid laner, kind of knowing what they're gonna pick jungle, right? So if you assume, the thing with this third pick, right, is R3 is so powerful because you either match, in which case you get a counter pick. Either way, that's fine. Or what I like to do, and I think it's very strong. You basically just you pick something and you ban two counters, right? That's pretty simple. But what they can do here is because jungle is already mismatched right before this pick, they can just match mid, and they can match their mid knowing the jungle pick pretty much. Since jungle is so limited on this patch, they kind of know, like they know what he's gonna pick, right? So let's say Ivan will be gone, and what else will be gone in this comp? It will be like Ivan's gone for sure, bro. You can kind of force it on, like, what's left? Sejuani will be bad for sure. Okay, so now, if we look at these bans, what's the best mid laner here? We'll pick a player. We have to keep in mind the players. What is Fake gonna play here? Like, does he actually just play Nico into LeBlanc? Jax? Ashe? I don't know, that sounds kind of miserable. That doesn't sound very good. I just feel like it's very good with his comp, don't get me wrong, like it's insane for his comp. Like, I could just see it. Right, and with Sejuani, Ivan out, like if it is Nico, right? What would be the jungle? It would be, oh man, jungle solo. It would be like Lee Sin, right? I think Lee Sin's alright. It's not great. No, it would. It's just Wukong. Like, is it Wukong? Or is it just. I mean, it's Tian. Maokai? Oh. It might be Maokai, but Maokai LeBlanc sucks ass. Like Maokai LeBlanc is a really bad duo. But I think in terms of the game, if you look at this game, Maokai is solid. Alright, like these three, they've got a very solid one. Like when I look at these top three, right, I see a very good 1-3-1 team comp that can push side lanes, farm well, farm up, and then transfer that pressure into mid lane. Essentially, I think with that, I think you don't need a jungler that has to do everything, or you don't need a jungler that like is too risky. You don't need to put all your don't need to put too many eggs in this basket. Right? Easier to carry a basket with one egg for sure. So that makes sense. So what would it be? Like Lee Sin is alright. Lee Sin into Nico is okay, but Nico has a lot of good angles into it. Like Lee Sin LeBlanc can kill the Nico very easily. Yeah, and it's okay into Rumble, it's okay into Nocturne. Like I could see this. Right, and then I think this makes sense actually. And I think the Nico's okay here. I think we will see the Nico probably from Faker. Oh, what else would it be? It could be Kali's bad. Silas. Never Silas? Silas isn't LeBlanc hard though, man. It's kinda hard. Ever Ori? Is it just Ori? I don't like Ori. I don't like the Ori. Like I feel like Nocturne Ori has been a bit overrated. Like I think it needs like Ori by itself is so vulnerable, especially with the Rumble. I wouldn't like it. I think if they go Ori in this game, it's losing. It's very losing. Because what I said earlier with the 1-3-1, essentially the pressure spillover is going to be so insane because Orianna can never catch these sideways. Right, like if Nocturne ever ults on LeBlanc, she's just going to jump away and Jax is going to take your whole base. Right? So I don't think Ori is good. Nico is kind of the same though. But Nico can hold her ground a little bit. She's a little bit more susceptible. Like she's a little bit stronger in dealing with the dive, I guess. She can block the Lee Sin kill. And like it's just a different shot. I don't even know if Nico's that great though. You need something that can match side lane. Like Silas can kind of match side lane. Like Rise honestly would be quite bad. Kali if he can survive. I guess you just have to accept. I guess yeah. It's just cooked. It's kind of rough. Maybe the Rumble first pick is the problem. Oh no, I think it's fine. I just think it's LeBlanc. Like, I think if you can play LeBlanc into Nocturne, I think Nocturne's fake. I think it's as simple as that, if I'm being honest. I think the parent, unless Aurora's up. Aurora's up, then fair game. Right, but is it like Nico versus Orianna in side lane? What's the real big difference, right? Nico, like Orianna clears waves better. Nico has like better TP flank angles, right? So like if you think about the only thing that's giving the edge slightly to Nico, because I think Orianna is maybe slightly better in this game. The only thing that's swaying it back into Nico's favor a little bit is the fact that if you think about how the fights are gonna go with LeBlanc flowing into a mid lane, when the fight actually breaks off with this LeBlanc pressure, if he's gonna be TPing in, because he's not gonna be like if he pushes up the vault wave, LeBlanc's just gonna go bike wall. He's just gonna match him. If he TP's in, right, all that's gonna happen with Orianna is he's gonna be so slow and he's gonna do nothing. Orianna kind of needs to be there before, but then LeBlanc's gonna keep in the side lane and just play there. Like it's gonna be miserable. But with Nico, at least like you go Cosmic Insight and you just play on your TP timer. you just play whenever you have Nocturne ult up, you just try to TP in and you just try to force something on the Ashe. Like, I think the Nico is actually better than the Oriana's here. Yeah, unironically, I think the Nico is better for that specific reason. Go Cosmic Insight, and you can actually be useful because you're gonna be catching these waves on the tower, and there's gonna be a fight mid, right? The only problem is they're very non-committal, right? But if you can get some good wards in, you get the Nocturne ult in, you get the TP in, you get the flank going, you can definitely do something. It's way better than Oriana, who's gonna be catching waves and side waves the whole game. And like, yeah, you can Nocturne ult or someone, but Ashe is not like a good target here because it's just gonna be playing on range, just poking you forever. I feel like it's better to use a Nocturne. Like, you're gonna have more success with an engage, with the Rumble ult down, with the Nico coming from a flank, with the Nocturne ult, than a Nocturne flying in with Rumble ult with Oriana ult. That's just what I think so far. That's a lot of yapping. Just so many hours I spent. 50 minutes on game 1. I just like talking about League. That's what it is. Anyway, I think the Lee Sin, again, look at these bans as well. It's gonna be AD bans, it's gonna be Ezreal out, it's gonna be Varus out, I'd say, for Guma. I don't think so yet. Oh, what's the other ban? Kalista? Ooh, it's a miserable Kalista game though. This is a good. It's not a good Varus game either, though, man. Yeah, it's Kalista ban. Oh no, it's not. It's Jhin ban. It's Jhin ban. It's Jhin ban. It's Jhin ban. Jhin Israel ban. 100%. And then on 4, yeah, I think this is good. And then on 4, it's like you kinda need to go Rel. Like, it's Carrier, and I said Carrier is gonna get counterpick. I think Rel on 4 is good, or you can you can also go AD. You can go Kalista on 4. It's not a good Kalista game, but what are your other options? Right, you can go Jinx. I've been loving Jinx, but it's not the current patch, so Jinx is kind of dead. It's a pro game. You're gonna get dove 18 times. What are you gonna play? You gonna play Kai'Sa here? It's so heavy magic damage. You can go AD Kai'Sa, go AD Kai'Sa, and it's not bad. That's what I would say. I think Kai'Sa is not bad, but you're gonna get punished hard, and it's not really T1 style. I feel like I don't see T1 play Kai'Sa much because Kai'Sa needs engaged support, and I feel like Carrier is its best when he's playing counterpick support, or not Senna. Senna not really in meta, but Rakan. Like, you can go Kai'Sa here and play Rakan on 5. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's solid actually. Maybe that's the best. We'll see at 30. You can go MF. You can go MF, but then you need engage support as well. It's the same problem. Azai is terrible. Theory's not good anymore. Nila's not good. I mean, that's not good. You always gotta think about Nila because it's T1. Caitlyn. Not the best Caitlyn team comp. It's a terrible Caitlyn team comp. But I don't think it's bad. Because you get Bob Prio, you can have a very strong grub fight with Bob Prio. Use the grub so if you're balling up top. Like I think there's a Caitlyn Lux. Yeah, there's a Caitlyn Lux universe for sure. For sure, there's a Caitlyn Lux option here. 100%. Because it's not great into Ashe, but the Ashe answers are kind of out already. Like, there's Sivir. I mean, Sivir is okay. It's not even a good Ashe answer, if I'm being honest. Like, I think Sivir into Ashe is fake because you just get shot. Like, Ashe has got so much range on you with Inspiration Rune. You just run them down, and Sivir just cries a little bit. It's like, I think if you are like an insane confident Kai'Sa player, right? Like if this was LNG, I think they just pick Kai'Sa here, engage the fort, and they just roll, and they just get it. Let's go. It's time. But I think like it's either Kai'Sa, Misfortune, or Caitlyn. Right, Caitlyn would be the most T1 option. Kai'Sa I think is the best. MF is maybe I think MF and Kai'Sa are both like equal. They're both pretty good. Kai'Sa would be slightly, maybe MF slightly better because MF can lane a little bit better than this Kai'Sa. Like Kai'Sa in this lane is really bad unless you're gonna lane swap. Then you got Rumble lane swap. Not good, not good. Then the one problem is you take Caitlyn and they lane swap. They're gonna get punished. Right. You just play Kai'Sa, you just try to play the lane straight up. Or do you just go MF? I think you just go MF. I think you just go MF and it's like on 4 they pick like Lee Sin. Like we thought we discussed earlier. It's not really Lee Sin meta. Oh, actually, no. No, this is Wukong game. This is Wukong game. Yeah, this is Wukong game. This is Wukong game. For sure. I think it's Wukong on 4. There's so little damage. There's a lot of magic damage, which is not good for Wukong. Wukong doesn't like Rumble, but like you're gonna. I think the Nocturne matchup is fine. I feel like the E is kind of annoying. Nocturne wins it early, but if you can survive a little bit, you're gonna be so much more useful, right? And it's like you have solid mid matchup. The only thing is, this is not the best mid 2v2, right? Like LeBlanc loves to play Lee Sin. LeBlanc doesn't like to play Wukong. But I think this is fine. Wukong or Lee Sin, they're both okay. And then it would be Alistar or Rel. So it's either Rel and they pick Alistar here, or it's Alistar and they pick Rel here. Or sorry, take your con here. No. I think Leona. The best tier for them. Like Rakan is okay, but Rakan to LeBlanc is kind of hard. Ashe matchup is not great. But I think it's Aria's best champ out of this option. Yeah, I can see this for sure. See this? See this? No, actually, I couldn't see that. See this? I see Rom. I see Bard. Yeah, I think Rel or Rakan. I think this is a pretty solid draft. And yeah, this could be swapped out for Kai'Sa as well. I think this is what the draft will look like for blue side TES, red side. I think this is quite solid. Maybe Curse. Maybe top these sports picks. If they don't pick the Alistar. Oh, what did they pick? I said Alistar with Leona, like. But then they go Alistar, and I think they're so happy. I think it's this. What's this? I think this is. I think Rakan's maybe slightly better than Rel. Slightly. But they're both very good. Depends on preference. I think Carrier is maybe a slightly better Rakan player than he's a Rel player, so I'm gonna put Rakan here. I think this draft now we gotta analyze it. So who's winning here? Like T1, they have a very solid like press R team call. They bot lane is losing. It's not hard. It's not losing that bad. Jungle is pretty winning, I think, early. Clear slightly faster. Mid lane is quite even, I think. Nico can fight back for sure. Rumble into Jax. I think Rumble is slightly favored early, but Jax is definitely in play. Like, he has play space, he can definitely do stuff. Overall, I think this draft. So what it's gonna come down to, right? Essentially, is Toffee Sports. Can they push side lanes, and can LeBlanc use the pressure to roam into mid, force poke damage, force team fights. Well, not team fights. Sorry, force poke damage, and then as T1 gets forced on, can they force it back? It's a lot of forcing, but I hope that makes sense. Essentially, TES, poke T1, T1 respond, TES gotta get out. If TES can get out, then they have a big timer because LeBlanc should be ahead of the curve this game, right? LeBlanc should at least be one level up on Nico, past level 13, right? And if LeBlanc can get level 16, like LeBlanc level 16 power spike is very insane. LeBlanc is quite misunderstood, to say for sure. Like, I think she's not like a she's not like an insane scaling champ, but she spikes hard, right? Like 6 items LeBlanc is not like as insane as a lot of other champions 6 items. But level 16 LeBlanc with the Rabadons is ridiculous, right? Like, it's one of the strongest champs. In that sense, LeBlanc scales very hard, but then once you get to 6, other champs just kind of, they get some MR, they get some life steal, and your poke doesn't matter as much anymore. But anyway, this game basically, it's a lot on LeBlanc. It's a lot on Rakan, it's a lot on Faker, it's a lot on Rumble. Yeah, but the main one for top esports is it's on these two side laners. Can the 3 survive? And can the 2 get pressure in the side lanes? And can they have enough communication where they're never in a position that Nocturne can ult them? Because if Nocturne commits to 1, they just get just traded so hard on the other side of the map. That's the key, right? That is the key. And because in this game, it's double AP, right, for solo lanes. So Jax can just brush him crits. Jax can get a little bit of MR going. And Jax will be very powerful in side lane. LeBlanc will be insanely powerful in side lane because both of these champions match up well into both of these champions. Right? This is the only sense where Orianna might be slightly better. Because Orianna is a better side laner, right? Orianna can fight back a little bit harder. Nico, I don't think she can win. She doesn't win if Blanc plays it properly. But he can definitely fight back a little bit. Anyway, this is just one video was getting long. I don't even know how that just gonna be crazy. Anyway, I hope I can get this down in suitable time. Let's just see. Yeah. I think this is a solid draft. Yeah, I think the Alistar, I haven't explained it too much yet. I think it's a solid disengage. It's the best disengage champ that can actually like CC quickly, right? That's one thing I would say. There's a lot of engage champs, but they don't disengage that hard, right? Leona is better than Nautilus disengaging, but Leona is not as good as Alistar disengaging, right? Braum is maybe better than Alistar disengaging, but Braum has no snap CC. Braum, you gotta hit them, you gotta Q them, and you gotta hit them 4 times, right? You gotta proc the passive, you don't get it instantly. Alistar, you can get instant CC if you need. So it's just really good. You could do both. Alistar is like a jack of all trades. Other than that, there's nothing really else. The Rakan into Alistar is like a solid matchup. You're very mobile, but Alistar can play into you. But you're like you have a lot of threats in this game. Like you can't. There's a lot of threat on you, but if you play well, you can really be the secondary guy. And Rakan really strives when he's the secondary guy. When Rakan can follow someone up, when Rakan can E on a flying in Nocturne with his ult up, flash W someone, maybe even 2 or 3 people, like, he's very powerful. But that's where I can see this T1 come. Like if T1, I could definitely see this game going where T1 just they enter mid game, right? They're maybe losing down like 2k, the LeBlanc so we can stay inside lane, whatever. And then they get into a team fight, and then they have the flank going, they just find the engage, and then they win, right? But I would still favor, if the draft goes like this, which I think is quite likely, there's obviously a lot of other variants that I can't really get into now. I just want to talk my way through. What's the dude? One of blue, one of red. Anyway, I think this is solid. I would say if 60 40, 55, 45, I would say, in these drafts. I think this is a very common draft. I think these top esports would be slightly favored. Let's get on to top esports red side. See how that looks, right? Let's hear it. So if T1's on blue, top esports, so we've seen so far, right? Top esports, they like to leave open the OPs. No OP bans. Esports, no, it's blue side, what are we talking about? Blue side, red side, one OP ban, open Yone, right? So they like to open Yone, they like to open Aurora. I think in this matchup it makes sense, you know? I think open Yone, open Aurora, yeah. I think it makes sense. At least make your opponent ban 1. No, it doesn't work. What am I saying? The red side. Okay, well, yeah. Let's get to it. I think they open both OPs. I think Skarner is not gonna make it through. Skarner is so disgusting. Let's say top esports will win. Oh, we don't know. This could be first game red side as well. Let's just assume this is blind. I think Ash. Top esports likes to ban Ziggs on red side. They ban Ziggs on red side every single game. So that's kind of a pattern. I think they're gonna stay too. So one of these bans is gonna drop. Maybe the Ash ban. Is the Ash ban dropping? Or is the Renata ban dropping? Let's see what a draft looks like with no Renata ban. Because they're red side. Let's drop the Renata ban. And then T1 blue side. It would be Skarner first ban. They're blue. What would they like to ban? Blue is like, it depends so much on the opponent, what they like to play. Skarner, Jax, Ocean. Yeah, you see here, I think these are very good bans against C1. Yone, Aurora. That's red. Go blue. This side. Red. OG T1, T1 red. So you only get to see the matches. But okay, so I don't see enough to anyway. Let's see. I think Ari. What would they want to first pick? If Yone Aurora, let's say everything is up. Say they're all up, right? I think it's Yone. It takes priority, and then it's Aurora. And then what? So he's Ash both bans. Renata up, I think. It's this. So does this ever get banned? I think it does. I think this gets banned every time. I think it gets banned here. After the Ash ban, I think this gets banned. And then I think this Jackie Love. Oh, Jackie Love, he banned the Ezreal, no. I mean, Jackie Love got so much. Jackie Love can play a lot. I don't think it's worth banning him. I think he banned out Cream. If I'm being honest. Yeah. Like, the thing is, they're gonna know that if they're gonna have a draft planned, right? They're gonna know that red side doesn't. They're gonna know that red side likes to leave open OPs, right? Top esports likes to leave open OPs. So these bans are gonna be very catered towards. Even the first ban, most likely, first or second ban, it's gonna be set up for a situation where, of course, Yone and Aurora is up. So I could see. T1 likes to ban Smolder, so I could definitely see something like Smolder plus even Ari. I could see this. Or bye. Right, because Aurora is flex pick. I think Aurora top is actually very powerful. British 9, maybe not the best Aurora top player. But I think quarterfinals, I think he'll take it. He showed up. Like in the last couple of years, 369 has been doubted on champion picks, and he's picked them in knockouts. Hasn't worked too well, but he's definitely picked them. So I think he'll do the same. So I think this is a very plausible draft. I think it's a very good draft. It's pretty smart. This is like solid for both sides. I think T1 is happy. I think what am I saying? Look at the time, by the way. Every little bit you gotta look at the time. Remind yourself. Man, I'm rambling and it's late as fuck. That's why. So yeah, I think it's good for both sides. I think jungle pick here. I think it's I think Vi, Sejuani. Vi's out. I think Sejuani, Ivern, into Yone. Into Yone. What does Cream play into Yone? With this, he's gonna play Ari. And but then you're locking in the Aurora flex. And Aurora into Yone is okay. Like he doesn't mind playing Aurora into Yone. Like that's okay. Like that's fine. That's fine. So what would they pick here? I think you can go bot lane. What's open bot lane? Kalissa's out now. Ash is out. I think we can go Ezreal. Varus, Kai'Sa. Ezreal, Varus, Kai'Sa. I think these. Yeah. What's Jackie Love? Jackie Love's a psycho. What's he gonna pick? Ezreal? Or would you ever just pick Rakan here? Or Rel? I feel like those are pretty powerful. Especially in this tournament. I think you just go jungle. I think you just go jungle. What is good here? Fiona is showing you with these bans. I think you gotta take away the Sejuani. Then is it just Bran? Like, do they just pick Bran? I think you can draft around that. It's like I think the thing is, I think if it's Bran, right? Like I think if they go Brand, Brand plus was T1, so they probably won't go Rel. They will. I think they can. Right. Like they could go Renata, but I think it's just too. It's just too dry. I think like this is a solid like rotation. I think for both sides because you may like think okay the Sejuani pick is kind of dumb because of Bran into it, right? Like it's a solid matchup. It's all pick. Even Maokai is very like this is very like disgusting. This is something that I would see Genji playing. Genji, one of my Korean friends, he's a Yone player, and he was always talking about Yone Maokai because Chovy always played that shit, and Chovy got some crazy clips because you have to line up to dodge the Yone a lot. So Everybody just gets lined up for the Yoneo. Wait, I'm fucking dumb as fuck with this. Oh my god. You have to line up to, basically you have to line up to dodge the Makai ult. That means you'll get hit by the Yoneo. I'm fucked up. And then Railcon's flying in. Like, I think this is very solid actually. Like, I think we can see this for sure, bro. I think this could be happening. I think this could be Brand. I think they're both very solid. It just depends on the day, right? Depends what they're feeling. That's what Owen is trying to do. Is he trying to go crazy or is he just trying to play the Makai? Who knows? We will see. That's the beauty of this, man. Like, I'm doing all this, but we do get to see at the end of the day. That's what makes it amazing. Makai. And then I think 369 picks your next on 3 here. Then you force, you still, or is it just 80? So it's either Renekton on 3, so there's a couple options here. You either go Renekton on 3, right? And you ban Gnar, you ban, like, Jax. Even though it's a good matchup, you don't really want to tempt it into Zeus. Right, you ban the, oh no, but then Rumble is up. You ban, why'd you pick Rumble? Ooh. Wait, no, it could be Rumble on 3, and then it could be, or it could be Ezreal on 3. I think there's enough good ADs you can drop AD. And that, can you drop support? Alistar, yeah, you can drop support. I think you take top here, man. Like I think you take Rumble, and you ban Gnar, and you ban like Jack. What's left? Wait, this thing out. Oh no, sorry, not Jack. You ban Cannon. The other thing I'm thinking of is this is such a good Kai'Sa game, but then it's hard to take Kai'Sa on 4 here because essentially you're so heavy magic damage if you take Kai'Sa on 4. This Rumble looks out of place actually, now that I think about it some more. I don't like the Rumble that much. I think Jax. I think you go Jax. Or you go Renekton. I think Renekton is huge here, bro. Look at this. Renekton is massive in this game. And you ban Gnar and you ban Rumble. Right, and then if you pick Kai'Sa, yeah, you force them to ban. Yeah, okay, this is way better. Yeah, what's it? You force them for a Kai'Sa ban, because otherwise Kai'Sa goes on 4. Like, actually, I think this is okay. I think it ends up like this. Yeah, I think this is solid. Oh, so what's the ban? The ban supports. The ban Alistar for sure. And then is it Braum? Is it Braum ban? Braum Kai'Sa is not a lane though. I think it's the other ban. And then it ends up. Oh, Farrakhan. I actually think Red Side's winning again. Oh no, I think Red Side's winning again. Yeah, I think Red Side's winning this again, bro. Like, I think the Zai is so good here, but it's, I mean, it's an okay pairing. Like, it's not that bad actually, because Cannon's up, and then yeah, the only thing I'm thinking is that Rakan is up, right? So there's Rakan on 5. You already picked Rel, so you can't counterpick it. Is there ever a world where you take Renekton on 3, or you just take Gnar on 3? Like, you take Gnar on 3 with Rumble up, it's kind of cooked. You ever ban Rumble? Take Gnar? That's possible. Ban Rumble, take Gnar? What 369 gonna play into Gnar with Rumble up? You play Jax? Yeah, I think that's fine for this. But I think this is it. Let me just finish this draft off before I get to any alternative. Oh, this is video right now. 1 hour 18. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, anyway, Zaya, and then I think the Rakan is a lock-in. What's the final pick? It's a Kennen, right? It's Kennen or it's. People haven't been playing Kennen in this tournament. I feel like Kennen would be pretty good here. Kennen would be insane. Would be good. GP. And like you need the magic damage as well. That's what I'm thinking. Because otherwise our next is just gonna be such a problem. Like is it like Ragus? It's also solid. I won't lie. Ragus is not bad. I think Ragus and then I think these are the two. I think Kennen is slight. I mean, the only problem with Kennen is are you gonna get lane swap into Dove? I think the answer is yes. I think that's the reason why people haven't been picking Kennen much. There's also Cassante, but it's just not good here. Like I think Gragas is not bad. Gragas is pretty solid. I think these team comps, they're pretty even. Actually, now that I look at it again, it's a lot on Faker and Gumayushi. Like this left team comp, there's not that much damage, you may say, but I think the amount of DC and definitely just knockups. Yeah, it's not like Mercrez is not incentivized this game at all, really, and there's so much CC, which means you can either buy the mercs, and, like just die to autos, or you can avoid the mercs and die to the CC, right? So that's why I think this team comp is very solid. I think on the other hand though, Zombie Sports, I think it's an insane Kaisa game, right? If I'm playing Kaisa in this game, I'm so happy. Only problem is Zaya can stop you, but the Rakan is a lot of CC for Rakan, but he's still quite free. He's going Kanye Blast mode. Same thing with Aurora, pretty free, pretty solid. Like, and Sejuani, Sejuani is not terrible here. It's not really a good comparison, but I mean Tian likes Sejuani, right? It's good for early game. You got a really solid top 2v2. Right, like I think that's the main thing. Your top 2v2 is so winning. So your grubs should be yours. 6 grubs should be yours, right? That's the only problem I see. Like this top 2v2 is so nasty for T1. Like it's so bad. Is there any way to fix that? Oh my god, Greg is Maokai. Yeah, good luck, bro. It's just Cassante, bro, and you just accept the full AD. It might. Oh, but then. Oh my god, this guy's gonna be so unkillable. I could see this as well, by the way. Like this is a solid pick here. If Zeus has been cooking up some GP games, I could really see GP here. The ulti's not great, but fucking the oranges be going insane this game, and there's a lot of space to be created. And like the way your team is playing, you have a lot of melee like front guys. You kind of need a range top laner. And GP, he's melee, but he's not really. He's kind of fake melee, right? But the lane swap is the only thing with GP. Can you survive a lane swap with GP? I guess I think you can. I think you can. I think you can. I think it's not bad actually. I think GP is still underrated. In these kind of games, I think GP is kind of underrated. For sure. Only thing is, it's not good against Kaisa. That's the only problem. Like Kaisa is gonna go through you, and Kaisa is gonna destroy you. But it's not easy for Kaisa to jump in, because if you don't position like a dumbass, if Kaisa ever jumps in, she's gonna get instant CC'd, and she'll have cleanse, but Zaya will melt her. Right, yeah, and because she has cleanse, like this bot lane is winning for left, hard winning for left. Mid is, I think Aurora wins with grasp. Yeah, Aurora wins with grasp. I think jungle, like it's fine, it's even pace. Sejuani slightly faster. Off lane though, that's the only thing. But top lane is actually more even now. I think I like this more than the guys. I think this is quite solid. I think this is quite good. I think both. Now that I look at it more, both team comps are they're actually very good. It looks nice. Oh wait, well, there's one more thing I wasn't thinking of. Wait, I actually just saw it. You know, could it be? Just thinking. Could be Mordekaiser, you know. Mordekaiser into Renekton, not bad. Sejuani, Aurora, that's what we come. Kinda like it, bro. I'm like, you need the magic damage. So can survive lane swap with W start, I think. But if you, no, you can kind of survive lane swap. Like Asante would be the best for lane swap. But then you're full AD. I mean, you have Yone Maokai, which is not magic damage. Like it's not terrible. Your team comp would be nice. Like your team comp late game looks a lot better with this, right? Kinda. I like the Mordekaiser, bro. I like the Mordekaiser. Yeah, I like the Mordekaiser. I like the Mordekaiser. I think this is good. Or even Aatrox. No, actually. Aatrox is like, it's kind of falling out. I mean, it's not kind of falling out. It has not been played for a long ass time. But it's always a thing you gotta keep in mind with Zeus. Yeah, I think Mordekaiser is the best here. Gwen is also an option. Gwen's falling out. Mordekaiser's also falling out, but like in such a game, man, in such a game, it has to be good. It's like if Renekton builds too much MR, like Yone can tear him up a little bit. Zai will melt him. This is a very good Zai game. This is a very good Kai'Sa game. It's a very good Mordekaiser game. It's a hard rel game. I mean, it's a Rakan game, I would say. It's not the easiest Yone game. It's a good, yeah, I think this is solid. This is solid for sure. This is solid, bro. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I think that's a good place to end it. Now we're 30. We got some good drafts from both sides. They're very popular. Is it everywhere? The Yone rel. The Mordekaiser. Sucks. Yeah. And if Rakan is buff with Leona, then you just swap them, right? That's kind of how it works. But there's many other supports that are good here. Lawless is not great. Pike is just not a good champ. Screen same thing. All range support stuck with Kai'Sa. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, I think these are some solid drafts. It's not too much in depth. I'm happy with that. I think that's good. Let's before I go, let's just let's have a think. Who's actually winning? I don't think I answered that question yet. Because right side has to go into Zaya, right? This is such a good Zaya game. I'd be so happy. But then Aurora is gonna be OP. Yone is gonna be OP though. I think this is left side winning. I think the Mordekaiser fight is huge. The Zaya fight is huge. Yeah. Like it's up to Renekton, essentially. It's up to Renekton. Right side is winning early game, but left side is if they can ever stabilize, they can really do something. Like, the right side should be guaranteed 6 square-ups. At least 5, I would say. Guaranteed. Because Renekton will be so strong on that spike. Yeah, I think I favor it. It really depends. Like, if I was playing on my, if I was playing this game, it's Delaware guys, I would for sure favor left side. Assuming we'll be close, but it won't. I think right side can really run away with the game. Like, really run away. I think the Renekton is so insane in this game. I could really see 269 carrying this one. But you never know. We will see. We will see. That's the beauty of it, but we will see. Anyway.